All right, we are live. Let me just check if everything is working properly. YouTube says we have excellent connection. Just let me check if the audio is here, video is here. And with me for this spectacular event, the MultiversX Christmas Chess Arena, I have the Chief Accelerator of MultiversX, Benjamin Minku. Is it Mintu or Minku?
Minku.
Minku, yeah. So thank you for joining me. I actually did not think that I would be able to get you because you're such a busy guy. You know, you're always working and you're like, fully operational 22 hours a day. So thanks a lot for joining in. And it's a wonderful opportunity to, tell people more about MultiversX. I've been following the project for some, I would say, 5 years. I even, I don't know if I've ever told you how I came upon MultiversX or as it was called. It wasn't
Elrond.
even EGLD, it was ERD at the time.
Exactly. No, Antonio, it's a great pleasure to be here and have this conversation and participate in the competition. We sort of always do it very short term. Probably next year, if we continue, we'll announce it a bit sooner.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
it's
yeah.
to be here exciting, and I'm actually quite curious how you found out about Elrond at that point and MultiversX now.
Well, to be very brief about it, I started getting requests from people if they could make a donation in crypto on the channel. And I had no idea about crypto. I had no idea about anything. And I got myself a book or maybe even two books like Crypto for Dummies. And then I read it, and there were like maybe 8 criteria each company had to meet in order for it to be a proper product. And then I scanned which project has those 8, and I came up upon Elrond, and it was a fairly early in the project. I think it was like 2016, 2017. I think the price of it was like maybe $3. Maybe
Hmm.
5, I don't know, and it sort of met all the criteria. That's why I started following the project. I even followed you on Twitter, and that's basically how I got into it. I got to know you, through Twitter, and you guys seem like a wonderful crew, and you really seem to be doing good work, and you're constantly working. Like you literally have a weekly update every week.
Yeah, so always curious to discover or hear the stories, how people discover at that point Elrond and now MultiversX. I think it was probably 2018,
18.
yeah, something like that, or even 2019, because to end of 2017 we actually unveiled. Let's say part of the product we were discussing on the breakthroughs and so forth. And you're essentially mentioning a few key things, which I think if someone is from the outside and hears about blockchain, they're probably wondering what is this? Now, of course, 5 years later, after we started, of people I'm sure have heard about crypto, they started using it and all of that. But the brief version of the idea is, as I was mentioning before, it's sort of like if you think about Thiel's quote or Thiel's saying, where you sort of have we wanted flying cars and all we got were 140 characters. You can apply this same idea to the financial system. We sort of wanted internet across all types of, let's say, communication. And for the financial system, despite us having the internet for now 30 years, fully incorporating all the other fields of technology, for whatever reason, the financial system has stubbornly been left behind. And I think blockchain is just this new type of computer that provides cryptographic guarantees, provable transparency, deterministic computation. On top of which you can build a new financial system. You can just build something that is truly accessible to anyone in the world, that enables some new type of primitives that can work 24/7, that are automatic, which actually brings us to a very interesting point, which is we now have really advanced artificial intelligence. And I would venture to say that maybe by end of 2024, we'll each have agents of our own that start working for us, doing different type of work for us. Of course, AI assistants exist and you can use them. But I would say the next 6 to 12 months will probably enable this new type of artificial intelligence agents where ideally one person has an army of them. And some of them can get stuff done in, let's say, in the software space. Some of them can get stuff done in the creative space and so forth. And the key part that blockchain ties into this, through which the blockchain ties into this, is the blockchain is a type of computation that is complementary to this type of agents with artificial intelligence, where your agent will probably have a native crypto wallet under which it will receive transactions, it will initiate transactions, and so forth. So I think that type of future, we can discuss about futures in 5 or 10 years, which can be a lot more fascinating and interesting. But I believe that even what we'll have during the next 1 or 2 years will be a bit mind-blowing compared to what we have right now. This is just a bit of a, let's say, initial conversation starter. I'm curious maybe how you see that, if you see something that is extremely interesting even for the different parts of the world that maybe don't have as advanced on financial infrastructure as maybe the US has.
No, in my opinion, it's exactly the speed of the transaction, and that you can use the transaction whenever you want. Like, you don't have to, like, you want to do something at 6 p.m. on Friday, but the banks are closed. You don't have to wait for Monday. So, just putting it putting it to the most basic use. But I also have a sort of a compliment for you. I have a friend here in Croatia. He has not a crypto company. He's a sort of a software engineer, and they build only on Bitcoin. And I asked him, "Have you ever heard of Elrond or MultiversX?" He said, "I haven't, as he only ever did Bitcoin." But he said that he will investigate it for me, and he said that what he found was he was extremely impressed.
Thank
Yeah,
you. Thank you.
especially about the I don't know, how do you call it, like that it's sharded, like that it's
Picture.
sort of maybe
Yes.
not infinitely scalable, but it is fairly scalable.
Yes, indeed. I do believe that, let's say, if we boil it down, the idea of having a kind of infrastructure that just works like the internet for the financial system, where you can make transactions anywhere in the world in an instant with a trivial cost, that should be the world we live in. And yet it's not quite there yet. So I think with blockchains, we will have this and have this right now. Now, the question, as with the internet, is twofold. One, do we have an infrastructure that can scale like the internet? You remember the internet in its early days with the dial-up speeds. It was pretty slow, pretty
I can still hear
expensive.
it dialing.
Yes, the modems kicking in
Yeah.
and all of that. But then the transition from dial-up to broadband changed the perception, changed the paradigm completely. And I think that the second part is having a kind of UX that enables this type of interaction with the technology, just as the browser did for the internet, is crucial to open up the technology, open up the access to simple people that want to just make the transactions, use them, and so forth. And what we've built at MultiversX indeed is a kind of set of breakthroughs. The first one is this architecture that is state sharded. It means that you can split and parallelize transaction processing to scale throughput in a way that is sublinear, but it essentially enables the kind of scaling that you have on the internet. And then the transactions are very inexpensive. You can also build applications on top of this and so forth. So it definitely enables that type of future today. But I also think it goes beyond this. where, of course, people, once they start using new tooling like AI tooling, I do believe that most of the transactions will, interestingly enough, be machine-to-machine transactions, and being able to have a kind of wallet and an agent, as funny as it sounds now, um, I believe this will be the way that a lot of people will make money, not in 5 or 10 years, but during the next, let's say, 1 year, 2 years. And we're super excited about this. As you've mentioned, we're a team that from the start we built around the smartest people we've known. Together with my brother, sort of, I always repeat this idea because it compresses the essence. We've built a team with which we can literally build rockets. And so then we could solve, with a team like that, we can solve any problem that we encounter, just given a bit of time and good energy. There is no obstacle will not pass and find a solution to.
Yeah, and as I understand it, the MultiversX blockchain so far has had zero downtime.
100%.
Yeah.
Zero downtime. And I think there are a lot of, let's say, detailed or very interesting ideas that we've put in beyond this initial breakthrough. So having zero downtime is one thing. Another of the, let's say, perhaps one of the largest problems that people have is this idea of hacking, a kind of scamming version that happened, phishing version, scamming attacks that happen in the crypto space. And with Xportal, which is this very simple and cool super app, financial super app, we've built this idea of an on-chain 2FA, a kind of two-factor authentication and guardian within your app, which just enables a different level of security. It means that whenever, even if someone steals your wallet, they cannot get the second part of the two-factor authentication in order to steal your funds. So all of a sudden, you not only have a way of using the technology, but then protecting the users, making sure that they're still alive the second day. That's also extremely, extremely important.
Also, one thing that I'm interested in, are you looking at some point maybe in the future to make Xportal like sort of the one app that can be used for everything, like for finances, for socializing, for
100%. This is the idea. So Xportal is now this super app that we believe will work as a kind of crypto wallet first, serving many blockchains, the most advanced ones, the most interesting ones. So it is already multi-chain, it is already multi-wallet, but you'll also have fiat. And here MultiversX differentiates itself because Xportal already has a card through which you can use your crypto, the crypto you have in your wallet. Let's say you have some EGLD, which is the native currency of MultiversX. You can already use this Xportal super app, order a card, and then with this internet money, go outside, buy some groceries, and use it in the real world, which is extraordinary. But then it goes even beyond that. You already have a kind of app store within the app. You already have chat. You already have a lot of cool features that can be used not only by crypto native people, but then also by a lot of people that just want to use this type of technology for their daily lives.
yeah, I was able to get it in the first wave. I've been using it for like a month and a half now, and yeah, I mean, works very nice, looks very nice. So yeah, definitely fully operational.
Yeah, thank you. Great to hear the feedback, and always curious to actually hear feedback from the community as people play with the app, discover new things. We're always looking to improve stuff. We were just discussing with the team today. There's a really cool feature of a kind of exportal gift card where you essentially, through a link, incorporate money. And then this enables when you meet with your friends and so forth, even for Christmas, enables a very simple way of sending them, for instance, one EGLD, where they just open the link, install the app, and claim that EGLD in their wallet, which is a lot simpler than explaining what it does, what it is, and all of that.
Yeah. What's the sort of with everything that's been happening in the crypto world, like with the FTX and with everything? What's the simplest way to explain to people that like this is a different environment? What makes it different in its essence?
I mean, the key point here is this: you always will have the cycles of new technologies coming in, taking time to install the technology. People getting excited, but doing a lot of experiments. But it usually takes a few years until the technology is ready and then finally penetrates the society. What we're doing, and I think a lot of people in the space are doing right now, is we're taking a very different approach. We're building these very important bridges with, for instance, the most important regulators, central banks, ministers of several countries, then bridges with some of the top technology companies in the world, like Google, Amazon, Deutsche Telekom, Tencent, and so forth, which all have announced some collaborations with MultiversX already. Then we're building a lot of applications. We, in fact, have thousands of builders from around the world that build on this open source technology that is open for anyone to take, to tweak, to improve, and all of that. And then lastly, we're also building a set of applications that enable even faster iterations. So whereas there are thousands of apps already in the ecosystem for people to use with DeFi, with NFTs and so forth, the fact that you have something like Exportal just accelerates the iteration, exploration process, and you already see an application that uses this technology in real life from the start to the point where you can buy your groceries. So I think the point where the entire industry is right now is very exciting, both macro and micro. And I very much look forward to the idea of onboarding the next billion users, because while everything is still exciting, we've just started. This is still super early, and everything we're building is to onboard the next billion users.
Yeah, I think that's the most that we can expect from fairly a short intro before the tournament starts. So thank you for that. And yeah, if you'll ever feel like it, I would very much enjoy having like even an hour-long conversation about everything, as I'm sure people would love to hear from someone who's really behind the project firsthand.
Definitely, would love. I'm very curious how the competition will go. May the best player win, and keep up the great work. Thanks a lot.
Will do. Likewise, keep building.
Thank you.
Until
Take
next
care.
time.
Happy holidays. Cheers.
Likewise. All right, so that was a short discussion with Benjamin Minku from MultiversX, who are kind enough to sponsor this wonderful event. So many people here, and yeah, it's a fairly strong one here. The first game we are checking is between Chessmaster 2006 and Contrayaco. I think Contrayaco is the top seed of the tournament from Mexico. No, he's the second seed. Yeah, Chessmaster 2006 is the top seed, I think, at least for this game, but we'll see. And yeah, hello everyone in the chat. I've greeted you all before, but yeah, doing so again. And yeah, hope most of you can enjoy the event. Hope most of you will play a few games, maybe even be the strong player. And yeah, let's check it out. If you guys have any questions, I'm also reading the chat now. So yeah, let's get this going. Sorry about that. Let me just fix this a little bit. Yeah, there we go. All right. That was a bit in the way. And Bruno Pavcevic, hello. Haven't seen you in a while, but that's also because I haven't streamed in a while. I usually stream like every 6 months. All right, so what do we have here? Black pushing for the win with an extra pawn, but yeah, it's not gonna be easy. This could be one of the worst positions you could have in a tournament like this, because you have to win games, but you have to win them quickly because a lot of people are playing. And this with a 1 second increment could really last for for like a couple of minutes, and you're wasting precious time on sort of trying to push one game for a win. Yeah, so it's very interesting. And maybe even because it's the first game, you don't really lose your streak or anything. So I don't know. I don't know if it's a good idea to waste this much time. Juanpa Guitarra, any famous players? Yeah, there are many famous players. I think our top page is strictly grandmasters. Where is your friend Young? Which friend Young? And okay, oh, he runs into checkmate. Very nice, with 13 seconds on the clock. Nicely done. All right, okay, we have FIDE Master Superpower already 3 victories and going into his 4th one. XJLM, greetings. Thank you, DM1. I'm always trying to do better. Yeah, FIDE Master Superpower, who only either only created his yeah, he only created, I think, his handle for this tournament, but yeah, he's crushing everyone. He's crushing everyone. All right, who do we have? Maybe someone who just started. Grandmaster Captain Jack Sparrow. All right, let's see it. Who is Captain Jack Sparrow again? Let me just check quickly. Yeah, he's a mysterious person. Greetings from Athens. Yeah, and berserking is allowed, although so far I haven't seen anyone berserk. Aventurat, how much is 400 EGLD? I'm not sure what the exact price is now, but it's around $25,000. I'm enjoying the rapid videos. Yeah, I enjoy making them. Not having all that much success now that I've gotten to like maybe close to 2300, but I am doing okay. And yeah, it's a king hunt and it will be a checkmate. Very nicely done by Grandmaster Captain Jack Sparrow. All right, let's go. Who takes the lead in the tournament? Yeah, he lost the first game. All right, let's check out one more from Captain Jack Sparrow. Yeah, Panda, that is true. Because if you berserk, you lose the +1. Then it's just 30 seconds. So Limbo, yeah, likewise. Hope you have a good one. Antarctic B. Sorry, I haven't seen you asking anything. Oh, you're not asking anything. You're just trolling. If you'll ask a question, yeah. Oh, you said Pozdrav. Yeah, Pozdrav, Antarctic B. I will keep up with the rapid action. I most certainly will. Not just for the content. The content isn't all that impressive, but I actually enjoy playing it. And that's it. Captain Jack Sparrow loses the International Master Joseph from Earth. Very nicely done. All right. Okay, so it's still fairly early on in the tournament, but we do have Superpower FIDE Master on a streak, 5 straight wins. Ireland's greatest champion. What is berserking? Berserking is you give up half of your time and you also lose increment, but if you win, you get an extra point. Thank you, Mr. Antarctic B. or miss. I enjoy making them. How is my pet dog? Meadow is actually fine. He's just too old to go up the stairs. I'm pretty sure he could if he wanted to. He just doesn't want to. Yeah, but he's fine. He's downstairs, you know, just chilling. All right, so we have a piece sacrifice for the attack. And it seems like black has quite a lot to defend with here, so we'll see. Yeah, with so little time on the clock, I would lose this in an instant. Any strong grandmasters playing? I'm pretty sure there are many strong grandmasters playing. I don't know if any from the like top 10 are playing, as they also have to travel to, you know, to participate in the World Rapid and Blitz Championship. I don't know how long it takes them to get there, but it does start in some 3 days, so maybe they like to come a bit early, you know, get rid of the jet lag. So a lot of people might even be traveling. All right, so we'll see. What is this? Some nasty discoveries being threatened here. Yeah, there's no queen f3 since the queen defends. Are there any super nasty discoveries here? That's the question. Okay, so he finds one, but is it nasty enough? Yeah, it is. It is nasty enough. Wow. And he takes him down. That's a first loss for Superpower. Evil Hamburger takes the win. Very nicely done. All right, who's still undefeated? Let's check if anyone's still undefeated. Yeah, International Master Joseph, but okay. He's about to end the game. And yeah, he wins another one. So 7 games in a row. Or I think first one was a draw, but that's still undefeated. Brian Bailey, thank you, man. Thank you for the kind words. Vi ste dobri muž, Antonio. Thank you, thank you. Who is Alireza playing? Someone said Alireza is playing. How's Jan doing? Jan is always doing great. Jan is always doing great, but he's always busy. You know, I would ask him to join for a nice stream, but yeah, maybe I ask him for the next one. Ah, he's playing. Okay. Gucci Reza, yeah. Alireza number 7 now. All right, we'll check up on Alireza after this game. He's not, as I understand it, he will not be playing in the World Rapid and Blitz Championship, so he decided to exact his wrath on everyone in this one. Okay, Antarctic B, send me an email about what it is that you guys are doing, and I will check it out. Saad, yeah, like I said, Medo is doing okay. Yeah, and the link for the tournament is in the description. You guys are definitely welcome to join in and, you know, steal a few points from Alireza. Majestic 12, thanks a lot, man. I do try and love what I do. Champion of the people. Yeah, thank you, Shady Gamer. You would like to learn some Croatian words. Those are extremely difficult. But I don't mind sharing some with you. All right, so Joseph really playing much faster here. Or maybe it's Joseph. No, I'm not playing. I'm just showcasing games. There are too many good, strong players here for you guys to be watching my games. If it's not possible to join, that means you haven't played at least 50 games. You have to play at least 50 games. That's something I mentioned before every tournament. If I allow just anyone to join, then, you know, people will create accounts and just cheat. This way, at least you have to play 50 games. And then if you still want to cheat, okay. I mean, do your thing, but at least you had to work for your meal. All right, where is Alireza? Oh, he's here. Oh, he just lost. Alireza versus Evil Hamburger. Let's see it. Yeah, who beat Alireza? We'll see. Yeah, he went for the early queen trade, and now he just wants to outplay his opponent and be much faster. Yeah. Yes, there is a prize for this tournament sponsored by MultiversX. They are sponsoring the tournament with 400 EGLD. That's at the last time I checked before the tournament, it was around some $25,000. Yeah, 1+1 is tricky. I considered making it a 1+0. I know some people really prefer 1+0, but then it's a completely different chess. Like then it's a flagging event, and with 1+1, it's still well, yeah, like stronger player wins with 1+1. With 1+0, I think it generally favors the flagger, but 1+1 will still give us very good games. So I don't know. You could go both ways. I could also make a 1+0 one if you guys want to see that. Yeah, awful. I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm passionate about crypto, but I do like to learn, and yeah, I've been checking up on what Benjamin and his team have been doing for like 5 or 6 years now, and there are others, of course, who are doing great work, but I started following them fairly early on, and yeah, they seem to be really nice people. What's the best place in Croatia according to you? Well, it's hard to say. I mean, best place for what? Like for a vacation? Definitely the seaside. All right, Alireza definitely better here on time. What? Oh yeah, he missed that. But are the pawns winning? Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. Yeah, Alireza will queen first, but no, Evil Hamburger does not want to waste time. He knows Alireza is capable of winning this. All right, Alireza, even with the win, he drops out from the top 10. Yeah, everyone's killing it in this one. Hansen on Twitch, also without a loss. I actually have no idea who that is. Hansen Twitch. It's not Eric Hansen. But no, this is not Hansen, this is Hansen. Positive Show Adventures TV in Albania. Yeah, like I said, send me an email regarding what it is. Yeah, I'll definitely look into it. Any books I recommend for players like you? Current rating is 1200. Extremely passionate about chess, but would love to get better. Anything by, like I would say, like anything by Jeremy Silman, you will improve like 1,000 points if you go through some of his books. But yeah, I mean, you could also go for pretty much anything. If you're at that rating, it's mostly about some general knowledge and studying the end game. Just don't start by studying openings. That's not where you want to go. All right, Hansen Twitch takes this one, and now he is yeah, one of the few unbeaten ones. But yeah, MSB2 from Germany, also still without a loss. I'm pretty sure I knew who that was. Pretty sure I knew who that was. Yeah, but no, everyone's playing incognito. Yeah, he's on fire. And I'm pretty sure I knew who it was. Yeah, but rated 3006 from Germany. Could be anyone. Yeah, it could be Bluebaum. Could be Bluebaum. I think it's definitely not Vincent. I'm guessing Vincent would be higher rated if he was serious about playing. Oh yeah, someone says MSB2 is Blue Baum. Oh yeah, MSB, yeah, Matthias Bluebaum, yeah, it does make sense. No, I don't think it's Gustafsson. Imagine the match between Fischer and Taimanov at Christmas. Yeah, it would be, that definitely would be a wonderful present. And also a Christmas miracle, since they are, you know, no longer with us. Yeah, MSB really destroying everyone here, so let's just check out a few more. Damian Kuzmic, also greetings and blessings. Thank you for joining in, and yeah, enjoy some nice chess. You know, people have to decide here: do they want to play good chess or do they want to flag and win? Yeah, where is Magnus to get his 15K Christmas present? I don't think Magnus. I don't think, like, for a tournament that's not organized by like a big organizer. Aside from that, I don't think Magnus ever accepted prize money. Like, it was even, I think he won like the first 8. I'm gonna say 8, or could be less, could be more. First 8 like Lichess titled arenas, and he always gave the money back, boosting the prize fund until that one tournament, I think, where he played from a van, or maybe I've mixed 2 events together, and then I think maybe like Penguin got first place, and then shattered the prize fund, and then it started from 1,000 again. But maybe I've said a lot, maybe not 8, but definitely like 4 or 5. Is Magnus gonna play in the World Rapid and Blitz? I don't see why not. I mean, that's, I mean, for everyone, I'm pretty sure that's the most fun they can have in chess. Yeah, what do I think about the future of chess with engines evolved that much that it's sort of a memory struggle to remember lines rather than over-the-board thinking? Yeah, I think, of course, those who rely solely on those engine lines will not do very well, because against a strong opponent, you know, you will reach a position. It could be 30, well, maybe even 35, you know, moves deep, and you will have an ironclad position that's been evaluated by the engineer to depth 100 and says, no, this is a draw. But you know, you still have to prove it and play. If your opponent wants to torture you, he will play 100 more moves. So you have to know how to play chess. It doesn't matter if you can equalize, you know, by opening knowledge. And I mean, Magnus has proven that time and time again. It doesn't matter if you get a drawn position like 30 moves in, he will force you to play 100 moves if he wishes to. Why is Hikaru not playing the World Rapid and Blitz? I have no idea. Probably he decided it was better to stream it. But I don't know for a fact that he's not playing. It would be a surprise for me if he wasn't actually playing. No, I've haven't had all that much fun in a bar lately. Mostly hitting the library these days. Mitun Raj, hey, my old adversary from Lichess. You know, doing great, always doing great. Hope you are as well. And yeah, again, a position where players have to... Okay, a draw offered. Will a draw be accepted? But that's a lot of seconds for not accepting a draw. He will try to flag him with half the time. Interesting. Oh, him being Hikaru has criticized it for being so far away and during Christmas. Yeah, it's always the day after Christmas. But yeah, I mean, he is married now, and I guess he, you know, wants to spend time with family, and he's already qualified for the candidate, so, you know, might as well just stream it. All right, Matthias Bluebaum still undefeated. Yeah, going very strong. Am I proud such great players like Alireza are participating in my event? I could not be more proud. Yeah, I mean, they're not, of course, such strong players will join if there's a prize fund. So it's mostly MultiversX that enabled this by allowing us to have such a wonderful prize fund. I mean, $25,000 is really a lot of money for a 2-hour event. So yeah, I mean, it's really great from them, and we haven't like planned this in advance, like a month or 2 months in advance. We basically, I contacted them maybe a week ago, and we got everything together like maybe over the course of the past 2 days. So yeah, it was a very nice gesture. Like I said, especially now that it's not like it's a bull market, and it's not like the prices are going haywire. It's been pretty calm for the past few years, and they're still very much willing to sponsor a chess event. So I think that's really cool. Yeah, MSB really tightening the screws here. You're very welcome, Mr. Joker. I try to get as many people into chess. Yeah, d5 falls, and that will be it. Oh, that's a nice fork. Oh, that's a nice counter move. Also, yeah, he had to capture that, otherwise some nasty discoveries would be in order. But yeah, he's just up too much material and up too much time. Yeah, very nicely done. Yeah, it's hard. You beat a 2600 player, you gain only 1 rating point. Okay, who do we have? Anyone else undefeated? Nope, everyone has at least 1 loss except MSB. Nope, okay, here we have Kilera, whoever that is. Undefeated from Georgia. Simply garbage. We have about the same rating in Bullet now. Alright, I'm guessing we should definitely play a few games. Yeah, MSB just throwing the kitchen sink at everyone. You want some random lower rated games of your actual fans? Yeah, we could also do that. But we don't have GMs playing on my channel every day, so I'm pretty sure people would would watch that. But yeah, we could definitely check out some of the games. It is a 2-hour event, so we do have time. Hey, Alex from Bucharest, greetings, man. Yeah, I actually expected a lot more people to join the tournament, but with such strong players, I think they just decided that it's better to watch. You should obviously host a 4-player chess bullet Christmas event. Why a 4-player bullet event? You mean like four really strong players and then a bullet arena between them? Yeah, my pleasure, paranoid hippie. All right, let's. I can just do it this way. I don't have to do it that way. All right, so Matthias still undefeated. However, he lost his streak. Yeah, he got a draw. All right, let's see. Mood Pro from Vietnam, also undefeated for the moment. And he has also defeated me. I played a game against him. I have no idea when. But yeah, he defeated me as well, which is, which is not weird at all. Thanks for covering the chess drama lately. I haven't, I don't remember actually covering any drama. I merely covered, the events of the world as they unfolded. My videos are perfect to fall asleep to. Yeah, I get that a lot. Probably, maybe because I don't yell. Yeah, Minle is crazy good. Minle is crazy good, especially in faster time formats. All right, so stopping f5 makes sense. How would okay? I guess this isn't too ambitious, but it's better to be very solid than too ambitious. That's why I often lose games. I mean, okay, you could call them dramas whenever something like this is unfolding in the world, and you could say I'm neutral, but I'm just reporting it as it is. I need to start the videos yelling like Hikaru, welcome back, everyone. Oh, I had no idea Hikaru says that. Yeah, it's a bit weird, you know, for newcomers. But, you know, I guess it works, yeah. Do I have any Pokemon plushies in the back? No, I don't have any Pokemon. I do have one that I got for my daughter. It's a pretty big Pikachu plushie. But you just don't have any good ones to buy here. Like you have the fake ones, and they just look weird. The color is weird, and the shape of the body is weird. So yeah, although I do like Pokemon, you know, as much as the next guy, I don't want like a weird Charmander, you know, like a pale orange one. All right, who do we have still? Okay, let's go into beyond the top 10. We have Manier here, Vladimirovich, Anonymous, I wonder Liang is here. Okay, let's check out him. I don't remember seeing him, and he's playing against. I know who Magnus Carlsen 7-7 is from Ukraine, but I will not disclose it as he won second place last year in this tournament. So he's of course hoping to do very well in this one as well. Any plans on making a video on Anand winning the world championship? Yeah, definitely. Definitely I am. I even covered the first game of the candidates matches between Magnus and Levon from 2007 today, you know, which unfolds by Anand winning the actual World Chess Championship tournament. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to covering it in its entirety. But Anand still is not retired from classical or, you know, from any time format, so I will probably do that once he fully retires. Still, you know, I could be making an Anand saga now, and the guy decides he's playing in the candidates tournament. If he wants, he can play. And then, you know, what have I done? What do I prefer for the candidates, new or old blood? Best would be to just organize a four-player tournament, you know. Anish and Wesley, Gukesh and I can't remember the name now. Come on, guys, help me out here. My brain stopped functioning. I'm awake since 3 a.m. No, not Prague. Not Prague. Prague is already qualified for the candidates tournament. And Alireza. Yeah, like you have you make a four-player tournament, and then who qualifies. And that or you could increase the number of players from 8 to like 12, and then you really let everyone join in. No, not Nepal. Alireza, yeah. Sorry, my brain stopped working. Yeah, and I wonder Liang takes this one from last year's second place winner, Magnus Carlsen, spelled backwards. All right, who do we have? Is anyone joining late? Sindarov also playing from Uzbekistan. Very nice. Very nice. A lot of strong players here. Last year, who won first place last year? Yakuboev. Yeah, Norbek Yakuboev won first place last year. I don't think anyone is berserking here. He's just lower on time. Branimir Ivanic, that's very nice to hear. Thank you very much for that. No, it's not definitely not Kevin Spraggett. Yeah, the you know, the future of chess will be fought between the Uzbekistan kids and the kids from India, and also, you know, Alireza if he decides to play real chess and the serious chess. So it will be, you know, Uzbekistan, India, and Alireza. And also, okay, of course, you will have Vincent Keimer, and there are some other very strong players, but I meant as a nation. Post more videos of playing Rapid on Lichess. I post one a day. How much do you want? Karyakin versus Anand, 2006 Vaikanze. Such a brilliant game. I will check it out. I don't know the game or even the theme of the game. Of course, I don't know every game, but even games I haven't shown, I know maybe a theme about why the game should be shown. All right, Wander Liang really crushing everyone, but it's still Min Le who lost one game and then is on a real winning streak. Kaushik, yeah, of course I remember. Kolkata, India. 1+1 is just too low. Is it too low or too slow? Where did Alireza go? I don't know. Maybe he's giving everyone a head start. Or maybe he lost a game or two and decided, nah, I'm just gonna bail this. What's my take on who will win the candidates? Well, that's hard to say since we don't know who will be in the candidates. I mean, it could still change. But for those who are qualified for sure, you know, not counting the last two spots, even though, okay, probably now Wesley is getting the rating spot. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to pick a favorite when Fabi is playing because, well, he already won the candidates tournament once, and you could argue that he is now even stronger than he was back in 2018 when he faced Magnus. Yeah, I did hear Alireza withdrew from the World Rapid and Blitz Championship, but not as to why he withdrew. Why not 1+0? I already mentioned that. I have no like agenda here or a specific reason why not 1+0 instead of 1+1. It's just that I thought maybe, you know, make it okay. I do want it to be bullet, but maybe let's make it sort of a serious event where you don't just flag people. But yeah, definitely I will do one where it's 1+0, as I also myself play 1+0. I don't play 1+1. I just thought, you know, more serious players would prefer 1+1, but I could also be wrong. All right, Mood Pro just yeah, crushing everyone here. I don't know who Chessviz is. Frederick Svane. Oh, Svane is here. Very nice. Yeah, Mood Pro really, he has a 10-point lead on everyone else, and it's not going to be easy to catch up to him, especially with Matthias now after his brilliant winning streak. He lost 2 in a row. But who is Seesaw Effect? Seesaw Effect. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen him in the previous tournament. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. Yes, my favorite player is Tal, definitely. You know, if I'm being objective about it, I could of course name many other players, but you know, I said it's Tal a long time ago. It's Tal. Let's not touch that anymore. Sometimes I indicate a move that is just not good, but I don't explain why. Maybe I think it's fairly obvious, and then it doesn't require explaining, or maybe I'm completely missing the point, and then I should be explaining it, and I'm not. So many possibilities there. Oh, Hans is oh, it's Hans on Twitch. I thought it was Hans on Twitch. Yeah, like some dude named Hanson. Okay, but it's actually Hans on Twitch. So that is Hans Niemann. Okay. MSB winning this one. Very nicely done. Yeah, and Mood Pro still going very strong. Yeah, Minle just crushing everyone. You lost 3 games in a row, and that was too much for you. 3 games is nothing. Like, I lose 3 games when I wake up in the morning. Ah, you were born on Tal's birthday, but he forgot to pass on the chess skill. Yeah, that's a hard one. Hans is the most interesting player in chess right now. Well, depends on what you mean by interesting. He definitely does bring the viewers in, and he is strong. Yeah, he can definitely play against everyone. He plays very fighting chess. Even though, okay, in the last tournament he did get outplayed pretty badly by some players, but you know, so does everyone else. Do I plan on becoming a titled player in the future? What do you mean? I am a titled player, man. I'm a candidate master. How much more title do you need? Who is Grandmaster Athena Pallada from England? Yeah, that's a good question. Okay, that pawn is now going places. Okay, it's gonna be a nice race. Nope. Flagging it is. All right, so Seesaw lost the game, and Minle still going strong. What's that like? Yeah, it's like 15 wins in a row. Incredible. Faces Dr. Spicy. No, I'm not. I'm not a FIDE candidate master. No, I'm just a national candidate master. Yeah. See, the problem is, when I was still an active player, most of the games that I played were not FIDE rated. But now I just don't play. I play like very few events, and when I finally got my FIDE rating, it was around 2000 and something. Like I could have gotten it to like the candidate master title, but then I played like a really terrible event, and at that time you still lost a lot of points for games and you gained a lot of points for games. So I dropped it down to like maybe 1900, and over the course of the years now that I play like maybe one tournament a year, I did get it up to like, I have no idea to what. I should check, but yeah, like maybe close to 2000. So if I wanted to, I could get it to CM. That shouldn't be an issue. To FM, I don't think so. For that, I would really have to commit, which of course now don't really have time for that. Yeah, but some maybe 15 years ago, yeah, it would be very, very enjoyable. But back then, yeah, I remember there were like maybe four tournaments that were FIDE rated that I could play in Croatia, and there were really big ones. You had to take like 10 days off, and you had to travel. They weren't really near to where I live, and it was I think I played like in one, and that was the one where I lost all of those points. It was the first event where I actually played strong players. I'm My take on rating farming, I don't think it's that relevant. Yeah, okay, just knight captures. Yeah, that works. No, knight capture spawn. No, doesn't. Okay. Uh, it's hard to say. I mean, depends on from where you're coming. Of course, Wesley, who is qualified for the candidates via the rating spot, of course, his opinion will be that it's unethical. And if you had players who were maybe close to him, not just Alireza, if anyone else was close to him, like he needed one tournament to play, FIDE allowed it. I mean, a year back, you couldn't do something like this because it was an average rating over the course of the entire year. But then FIDE said, no, that's too boring. Let's just change it to highest rating as of January 2004. And now everyone's like, but what is this? Yeah, I mean, that's the result. That's what FIDE created. FIDE created this mess, not the players. It doesn't matter if it's Alireza. It could be 50 other players. It could be 100 other players if they were fairly close to Wesley in rating. It's been an issue for a very long time. Should the rating spot be eliminated? And okay, they could have eliminated it, but why they made it like highest rating of January, like for 1 month? Like you could be 2600 for the entire year and then gain 100 like 200 rating points, and you will qualify for the candidates tournament via rating. It's like you could literally farm all you want, and they made it possible with such a silly rule. Yeah, it's definitely more of a system problem. Now, okay, of course, Fabi says it's something I would never do. Of course, he wouldn't do it. He qualified in 7 different ways. Uh, so it doesn't really make sense. He would never be in a position where he would have to consider such a thing. And even Alireza, if you take, for example, before playing his last tournament, he was like 20 points higher rated than Wesley. If he really wanted, he could have just bail on that tournament and qualify without an issue. But I guess he thought he would probably qualify, at least in some way, and then he lost a lot of rating, and then it kind of didn't go through for him. But yeah, if he wanted, he could have also just sat on his rating, and he would be by far the highest rated player. So it's not the best. I mean, who would be toughest opponent for Ding? I'm pretty sure Caruana or Nepo, but we've already seen Nepo playing Ding, so I'm pretty sure people would prefer to see someone else. And we've also seen Fabi playing Magnus, so Nepo got his chance, Fabi got his chance. Maybe Prague takes it. Maybe Prague takes it. Prague challenges Ding. Who knows? Oh, but your question was stylistically. Stylistically, who would be the toughest opponent for Ding? I don't know. Fabi and Ding playing, that would be like a clash of engines. Didn't Ding say in an interview that he struggles with Hikaru? Yeah, okay, he struggles with Hikaru. Where? I mean, in Rapid, in Blitz, in Bullet. I don't think Ding struggles against anyone in classical, and preparing for someone for a classical match, that's completely different than anything you've played so far in your life. And Ding does have the experience in playing a World Chess Championship match, so that's I think it's a bit different. But yeah, also, I mean, Fabi has the experience of playing Magnus in a World Chess Championship match. Nepo has the experience of playing Magnus in a World Chess Championship match. You don't get more experience than that. Like once you face Magnus in a World Chess Championship match, yeah. But yeah, Nepo faced first Magnus, then Ding, and it was brutal. So if Nepo qualifies again, that would be very impressive. I mean, just the willpower to go at it again is incredible in itself. Yeah, you need 30 classical games for the rating spot, or maybe it's 33 or something like that. Yeah, okay, you say that Magnus, if he wanted to, he could just win the candidates outright and then beat anyone in a World Chess Championship match. But how would you motivate Magnus to, spend like 4 to 6 months of his life, for preparation for the candidates, then preparation for the match, for something that he already had for so long and gave up willingly? I don't see that happening. Like he did, of course. He did talk about it with FIDE, and they were trying to figure out a way on how Magnus would play, whether to change the structure of the World Chess Championship match. Let's maybe not make it like 12 or 14 classical games, but maybe introduce other formats as well. But yeah, I mean, then it's no longer a classical World Chess Championship match. And but yeah, I mean, everywhere where you have tournaments now, they are decided on a tiebreak, and tiebreaks are then, classical goes into rapid, rapid goes into blitz, blitz goes into Armageddon. But that's the thing. I mean, even now you have a World Chess Championship match consisting of like 12 classical games. Maybe we'll see what it will be for this cycle. If that's drawn, it goes into rapid, like it has gone in for every World Chess Championship match, since yeah, okay, Nepo now broke the cycle as he lost in classical to Magnus, but yeah, it's interesting. I mean, winning a World Chess Championship, classical World Chess Championship match by an Armageddon game, I mean, that'd be pretty crazy. You know, but it doesn't matter how you do it. You know, Kasparov and Karpov tried playing to 6 wins, and you know how that turned out. You know, you you end up in a hospital. Ohanyan with 1 second on the clock, but he does have 1 second increment. The biggest problem is commentary of big events. You can't watch it. The problem is okay. You have a classical game, and the classical game lasts for like 7 hours. And sure, you have like if you have like Peter Svidler commenting, he will actually comment on the game for 7 hours. He will analyze it for 7 hours. It will be exhausting. I mean, it will be exhausting for him. Like he's the one that's playing the game. But then again, yeah, you have commentators who sometimes maybe discuss other things, you know, other than chess for maybe like a couple of minutes, maybe half an hour, and then they go back into chess. And then you have, you know, older grandmasters who comment like Yasser Serevan, who can pretty much talk for 12 hours straight about chess, and it would still be incredibly interesting. Like he would see this position and oh yeah, that's the position I remember. I saw that like 50 years ago when Korchnoi was playing in a park. I was having a really big juicy sandwich, and you know, he remembers everything about the game. And yeah, also you have commentators like that, but those are now very rare. No, we did not get all of our gladiators for the candidates because we still have no idea. 7 more days. We don't know who will get the rating spot. I mean, other tournaments could still appear, some farming tournaments. And, well, depending on how the World Rapid and Blitz Championship goes, it will be decided who wins the FIDE circuit. Now, for the moment, it is Gukesh. I think he overtook Anish with some 2 or 3 points. But if Anish wins the Rapid or Blitz World Championship, then Anish takes it. Or I'm pretty sure there are other people who could as well take it. Yeah, someone already asked, but I don't mind. I mean, my view on farming events is absolutely irrelevant. I mean, you just don't allow that. If you allow it, it doesn't matter if one person farms or if 100 people farm. The system allowed it, and people will farm. And you know, last year it was not possible. FIDE just made it possible for this year for the first time ever, and now they're like, "What is this? What have we done?" Only Arjun if he wins World Rapid, or Anish if he gets top 3 in World Rapid or Blitz wins. Okay, so really, so it's only between Arjun and Anish that can overtake Gukesh now. Okay, it's good to know. Glad to share it with everyone if it's true. You have 99 farming in RuneScape. Can you qualify for the candidates? Not sure, but should be possible, yeah. The way FIDE is making the rules, I don't see it being impossible. Who is maybe next time? Who is Grandmaster maybe next time? I don't know this one. Anish coming top 3 isn't impossible. Of course not. Anish could very well win both of them. Yeah, Yasser is one of the best commentators in all sports in your opinion, but yeah, in my opinion as well. Like you could just listen to Yasser talk about anything. Like he's I mean, he's an amazing player in his days, and even now he's extremely strong. But yeah, he's really a wonderful commentator. Alireza was playing at the beginning of the tournament, but then he just disappeared. It's like lately he just appears in events and then disappears. Anish has never gotten a top 3 in a World Rapid event. Okay, well, he also didn't win Tata Steel until he won Tata Steel. That's how tournaments work. Yeah, Yasser turns chess documenting into a nature documentary. He definitely does. Yeah. No, Panda says, thank you for the input, Panda. That Alreza is still playing. He's number 35 as he has some losses. Yeah, but it's I mean, it's a strong tournament. You can't expect to just come and win. Skyline Inferno versus Grandmaster maybe next time. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen maybe next time in previous tournaments. I just can't remember who it is. Oh, that's Sarana. Maybe next time is Alexia Sarana. Okay. Yeah, this is almost fully packed. Like aside from the top 20, we have a sort of a World Bullet Championship here. I'm not teaching my kids chess, as for the moment I only have one child, one on the way. And she's 2.5. But we do set up pieces from time to time, and then I ask her like, okay, do you want to set up pieces some more? Then we do how the horsey moves, and takes like maybe 10 to 15 minutes max, and then she's like, no, then we do something else. Ansit Goswami, yeah, thank you very much. Sarana down to 66 seconds, if that is him. I'm trusting people in the chat, sometimes that isn't wise, but I'm fairly sure my viewers would not trick me into believing someone is someone who they are not. Any info on Rajabov? Where is he? Not sure. I haven't seen him or heard from him in a while, but I've seen him on Twitter. Like yesterday, he posted something. So I'm guessing he's okay. But he does disappear, even for years from time to time. Then he comes back, then he disappears again. That's how he rolls. Yeah, never trust chat. Do I have any serious goals on improving my rating? No, not at all. Not at all at the moment. When I will be in a different position in life where maybe I will have a couple of hours every day that I could use maybe to brush up on my chess maybe, but for the moment, no, not really. I'm mostly, I mean, I play every day. Like first thing I wake up, I first do the hygiene, then work out a little bit, then once my daughter is in kindergarten, then I play at least 3 games of Blitz. Then if I win those, I'm very happy and I start my work. If not, then I play a few bullet games, until I win, of course, to improve my mood, and then I work. Yes, I do YouTube full time for a couple of years now. Maybe even 6 years now, I would say. All right, so what's the lineup after an hour of the tournament? We have 2,500 people playing, and Min Le from Vietnam still with first place, but he did put in a couple of losses, and now Seesaw Effect is catching up with 64 points. Yeah, Matthias Bluebaum also very close with 61 points. We have Yegor Krivoshev in fourth. This is Sarana, Alexei Sarana, you guys said in number 5. Vladimirovich, Thunder Warrior. We have no idea who that is, but also in the top 10. I Break You, Chessface, and Chess Mood Grandmaster Gabuzian. All right, let's see who has a fresh game. Okay, this looks like a pretty wild position. Okay, we can check up on some of the beyond the top 10. Holy kebab, when are the sagas returning? I am planning on the Steinitz saga. I know that it's been going on for a while, but I seriously do hope to get it going in January. It's been really a long time since I promised that, I know, and believe me, there is nothing I would love more than to share my Steinitz knowledge with you, but I'm guessing January it will finally happen. No, Anand Saga, no, because Anand is still a very much an active player. Oh, Magnus will not lose his championship titles. It's not like Magnus is going to the World Rapid and Blitz to defend his title of World Rapid and Blitz champion. It's I don't think it's viewed that way. I mean, it's an open event. Everyone plays against everyone, and he's still by far the favorite to win it. I think both the Rapid and Blitz. But I wouldn't view it as losing his champion title. It's merely a title that gets vacated every year. What's my day job? My day job is following everything that happens in the chess world. And then my night job is sharing it with everyone. More or less. Alright, let's check. Okay, Vladimirovich already finishing up his game. Okay, Liang has an interesting position against Matthew G. Consider dubbing for Marvel villains. You have that voice. Yeah, I don't know which villain you had in mind. Am I a chess trainer? Well, I do train people every day via my videos. Not in a good way, but I'm pretty sure they get something out of them. Ding is 22 points higher rated than Magnus in Rapid now. Yeah, okay, I mean, doesn't really mean all that much. Ding can beat Magnus, and Magnus can beat Ding, but statistically Magnus will beat Ding more often. Dr. Octopiece, of course, yeah, Dr. Octopiece. Has anyone ever thought about hosting a nameless event so the opponents wouldn't be aware of who they are playing against? That would mitigate the Magnus effect. Yeah, okay, but I'm pretty sure every Lichess arena that Magnus played in, he played under a different name. And then, of course, once he started winning, everyone understood who he was. But up until this point, yeah, you didn't know. Didn't Eric Rosen like beat Magnus in that game on Lichess where he didn't know he was playing Magnus? I think he did, yeah. And then later on, everyone figured out who Magnus was, and then he was like, I think he even made a video on it, and he said that it's a good thing that he didn't know he was playing against him. Okay, Alireza starts really winning some games and is up to number 4 now. Yeah, so he stopped messing around. We'll see if he can take it all the way. Yeah, I don't think he played last year, or maybe he did. Yeah, I don't know. But he didn't at least win any prizes, as far as I can remember. Who among Gukesh, Alireza, Anish, and Wesley do I want to qualify for the candidates? I don't have any special wishes regarding that. You know, who deserves to join the candidates should join the candidates. I mean, I would love to see all of them in. But other than that, I mean, it's up to FIDE to create the criteria. Of course, you know that from Wesley and Danish, you can expect high quality games, and you've already seen them playing in the candidates, and you know that everything is good if they are playing, but you also want to give the young players an opportunity. So I mean, it's basically how they manage to get to the candidates. Okay, this is nice. Wow, they are very fast here. Yeah, Anish also has high quality tweets, so we should also take that into consideration about his spot in the candidates. Should also be like part of the FIDE circuit. They should also, award a certain amount of points for quality of tweets. But who would rate that? If FIDE rated that, who knows how they would rate it. Yeah, the greatest secret Magnus was when he absolutely crushed Jan Gustafsson during one of his Banter Blitz streams. Yeah, that was really an amazing one. When Gustafsson thought he was playing against a cheater, like he was like, yeah, his moves are so good. I mean, he's just destroying me. Can Anand qualify for the candidates? Not this particular candidates tournament, but if he wanted to, of course he could. MSB2 is Matthias Bluebaum. Yeah, Alireza playing 2. And he's down to 30 seconds. So we'll see. He is up 2 pawns. But it is a +1. Like you don't it's not like you have 20 seconds in bullet. This is a +1. He can play 100 more moves. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, we do have the 50 game requirement to avoid cheaters as much as possible. But if someone really wants, they can just play 50 rated games and create a new account and then they cheat. But the system will fairly quickly catch up to them and they will be disqualified from the event. At least that's how it's been so far. What do I think about Shahriar Mamedyarov's playing style? Well, he's an absolute beast. He has an incredible style, very sharp style. He's great in everything. It's merely a matter of what kind of a day he's having, and what kind of an event he's having. But if he has a good day, he can dazzle everyone and defeat everyone from any position. Why don't I show the evaluation bar in my videos? Yeah, Alireza loses the. I will not tell you who this is because it's a secret, but he does lose. Yeah. Yeah, Matthias versus Wonder Liang. Shak seems like the probably Tal-like super GM. Really? Mamedярov, you would say, is most Tal-like? Probably Rapport would be the most Tal-like super GM, aside from like Dubov, but Dubov, fluctuates with rating too much to be in the top 10 or top 15, top 20. But yeah, I think from people who peek into the top 10 and maybe peek out, a Rapport would be closest to Tal's playing style. No, it's not like a big secret who defeated Alireza, but since I know who it is and it doesn't say in the profile, I will not disclose it. Yeah, it is a very good question how Rapport does it. Like playing at that level with that style, it does lose him a couple of games that maybe he really shouldn't lose. But then again, he does create some absolute brilliances. All right, who do we have? Maybe a nice position or a starting. What is happening here? What is this? A mini saga for engines. There is much drama, especially with Kasparov. They deserve it, after all, since they are the strongest player now. Yeah, I am planning sort of a short history of computer chess, maybe over the course of 10 videos, like a 10 show, like a 10 mini series. Also probably in January. as it's something I always wanted to do, but now I'm actually gonna do it. You know, from the beginnings to Alpha Zero, probably will stop there. Will there ever be a 4000 rated engine? I'm pretty sure like the strongest engine now is like rated for 4600. So I don't think it's a problem to be rated for 4000, but doesn't also matter that much, especially for humans. You know, one day the engine will say, I remember, I don't remember what year it was exactly, but some version of Fritz or Stockfish, like maybe in 2006, like put a question mark on the French defense, like on the Black's first move. Like, what is this? Stockfish is 3600. Okay. Yeah, but I mean, it's merely a matter of time. They have to beef up the rating every year if they are, planning on selling it somehow. You hope the third Indian qualifies for the candidates. Yeah, at some point it was almost four Indians in the candidates possibility. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it was Stockfish or some other engine. I know it was either. Yeah, I think it was Stockfish, but yeah, I'd like put a question mark on the French defense. What do I think of Nijat Abbasov in the candidates? I mean, it's very well deserved. Okay, he did qualify via third place because Magnus, of course, decided not to play. But I mean, anyone who tried playing that tournament did not get third place, so it's well deserved. Yeah, I don't really have an answer to who is the GOAT in chess. It's I mean, you have too many incredible players. Like it's always the same answer. Like it's Kasparov, it's Magnus, it's Fischer. That's pretty much it. And you can't really save Fischer. Okay, as impressive as Fischer was from like 1969 to 1972, that's 3 years. You've had Kasparov, who's been dominant over over like 2 decades. Not like number one, but he was absolutely sensational. And then you had Magnus, who was uh, world number one for over 10 years. Yeah, you could depending on the criteria, you would have to change your opinion on who the GOAT is. But if you're going with longevity, then I mean, there's only one answer: Kasparov. Uh, yeah, let's check out this one. So yeah, Lasker was number one for 27 years, but that was a different time. Back then, Lasker could choose opponents. He could say, "Okay, I do accept the match, and the match will happen in 2 years' time." If you've been following the Capablanca saga, you know how difficult it was for Capablanca to actually organize a match with Lasker. Like they had 3 months of just sending letters and deciding on who gets the rights to the moves after the match is played. Like it was madness. So Lasker's 27 years aren't really what you would have in today's time. Yeah, it's very, very much different. Tal is very much a goat, but for me, Tal cannot be considered like Tal. I think Botvinnik called Tal and Smyslov the two Winter Kings. They were like comets. They just rose quickly, but they fell really quickly. It wasn't their longevity or anything that made them special. It was especially for Tal. It was his style, the way he played, the way he conquered the chess Olympus. That was something completely different than what was seen then. Like they called him the pirate because he would just steal and thief his way into into victory from any position. Who was the worst world chess champion in my opinion? Well, okay, I'm guessing if there are, if there are a couple of world champions, someone has to be the best and someone has to be the worst. But again, under what criteria? What would you mean by the worst? Am I going to bring back podcasts? Well, I was planning on if there will be something, but now whenever there's a drama, whenever there's something to be discussed, like everyone does that. I don't feel like me doing a podcast now with someone about the drama, as that is what everyone is talking about, would contribute in any way. And you do have like the C Squared podcast by Christian and Fabi. I mean, that's they pretty much follow everything and they cover everything, and it's really really good. So yeah, if you're not if you guys aren't following that, yeah, you should definitely check out the C Squared podcast. But yeah, if there will be some sort of topic that I could discuss with someone and you guys would really enjoy seeing it, and maybe someone hasn't covered it from that angle, I wouldn't mind doing like a, doesn't matter, like a 1 hour, 2 hour conversation with someone. Yeah, every Anish tweet is an episode. When will you see me on C Squared? I've actually talked to Caruana when he was in Croatia briefly during the tournament in Zagreb and with Christian, and they said that they would love to have me on a podcast, but in person, and that's pretty much how I would enjoy having it. I wouldn't really. I've tried having it with MVL and with Hikaru when I started my podcasts online, but it's just not the same. It's much better when you have a person next to you in the room. Then you can sort of uh, get a better, I don't know, a better temperature. Let's call it that. It's very much different when you're on a call with someone. Like I did enjoy my call briefly with Benjamin at the start of this stream, but it would be much better if he was like here. Maybe we have a beer or not, but it's still better in person. No, I don't have any updates on Alireza's race to the candidates. If I will have any, I will definitely let you guys know. When did I realize the b4 is the mighty square? Oh, it happened very early on in my chess career. I started first. I started with some Morphy games. Then I watched some Anderson games. My grandfather had a lot of really old books, and then he had like a series of old books on each of these great players. Not just on like really old ones. He had also old one against on Steinitz and on Alechin and on I don't know, on Spielmann, on like, and in every one of the games that everyone deemed the most important ones or their evergreen or immortal games, b4 played a crucial role. And now that I'm analyzing chess games every day, and I'm always looking for where's the breakthrough. I know where it's going to happen. I know it's going to be on the b4 square. There's no avoiding that. Like even this game, rook b4 ends the game. I mean, it's everywhere. It's like it could be also one of those effects, like look for it and you will see it. But no, I'm pretty sure it's the strongest square in general. You call b4 b-man. Why would you call it b-man? In the beginning of the tournament, Alireza played a lot of games with only 30 seconds on the clock. Yeah, that's called berserking. He gives up half of his time and then he gets an extra point for a win. But I'm guessing it didn't go all that well. Yeah, Shubham, thank you for enjoying my rapid games. I do very much enjoy playing them. All right. And Alireza resigns against international master Green Knight. Yeah, not easy for Alireza to catch a streak. And at this level, Killer Bishop, yeah, had a wonderful streak, but then 3 losses in a row. Yeah, this is still a slugfest. I mean, everyone's here, like 79, 78, 77, 77. Like could go either way. Like if anyone starts playing really well, who's Daro 94 from USA? Grandmaster Daro. I will check after the game. What do I recommend against the Catalan? I don't know what's it called. Or do I don't know how to play against the Catalan, but there is a variation that the Dubov plays against the Catalan, and it involves a very early pawn sacrifice, and it's just very nice and very enjoyable. I have no idea how it goes. I've checked on it like a couple of weeks ago, but I will make a video on it. I will make a video on it. Yeah, I remember when I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, now Dubov finally shows us the way, how to treat the Catalan without, investing a million hours in theory. No, I don't think Daro is Naroditsky. Pretty sure he has a pretty standard... Darius Šverč. Yeah, okay, I mean, I could have guessed it as it's Daro. Yeah, so it's Darius Šverč. Min Le still leading the tournament. He's been leading for the entire event, I think. Yeah, but still, 40 minutes left in the arena. Definitely could go either way. I haven't stopped covering Dubov's games, so whenever Dubov plays a game, I'm the first one to check it out. When did I start playing the Evans Gambit? When, after I first saw it, that was it. But yeah, it was definitely, a long, long time ago when I first saw the Evergreen game. Sort of the first Immortal game where the King's Gambit was used was incredibly impressive, and also the Opera House game was incredibly impressive. I mean, that's the game you show to everyone. That's sort of the Opera House game is the essence of chess itself. But yeah, when I saw the Evergreen game, that was when I knew that Evans Gambit is the greatest thing you could ever see. Yeah, the Netflix show did do a lot for chess to make it mainstream, far more than I ever expected. Yeah, I had no idea it would make such a boom, and to this day, I still have no idea why it made such a boom. I know a lot of people, discuss that, and there are many, yeah, it's because of this, it's because of this, but, to tell you the truth, I, like, for real, have no idea why it made such a big boom. Yeah, I need to try some London system to improve that. I don't think I will ever play a game of London system in my life. First, I'm not a D4 player, but if I was, I would probably be a London system player. Yeah. That's, it's not the best, but what are you gonna do? But I think it was, Fabiano, yeah, Caruana versus, Penguin, or versus Andrew Tang in the US Chess Championship. Andrew went for the London system against Fabi, and Fabi went very interesting line. Yeah, he went for the early d5, g6, and then he attacked the bishop with knight to h5 right away, and then bishop e5. Andrew attacked the rook, and Fabi defended it even with pawn to f6. Then bishop went back, and then he played c6. It was a really weird setup, but I mean, that game, if you haven't seen it, Tang versus Fabi, beautiful how Fabi completely dismantles it, and just shows that the London system is just really bad. Okay, this was beautifully done. Contra Jaco, okay, seems to be just starting up. He's playing against the Grandmaster Castrocito from Chile. Chris Rain, welcome and thank you. Thank you for the kind words. Kasparov TV series could be amazing. Yes, could. And greetings, Andrei Hendela. Very, very, very good guy. Knows a lot about chess. Very strong player. Do I think there is going to be a third massive chess platform in the near future? Actually, yes. I think there's going to be a really massive platform in the very near future. I do think that, for whatever reason. Yeah, Ding versus Nepo World Chess Championship Match 6, the London system. Yeah, I mean, it does allow you for some beautiful attacking possibilities. I mean, the London really does allow you to play whatever without actually conceding too much. Sort of like you're doing nothing, and your opponent can't really hone in on a weakness, and then you just overtake the entire game. So you have to be really, really careful with black. I mean, that's basically the story of every opening, but I don't know. It just feels like if you face the London unprepared, you start hating chess real soon. I could try to say it in Finnish, but I have no idea how I would say that. Hiva Yolua. Yeah, Hiva Yolua. I don't know. What would be the business model for the third big platform? I have no idea. I'm not a businessman. Josip Shokets. Ah, Josip, greetings. Any preference between regular London or Torre? I don't know the Torre London. I don't know if you mean the Torre system, or is there indeed a London system version that is called the Torre London? Yeah, Karan Gupta, I did make a tutorial on how to destroy the London system with the c5 and early queen to b6, but it's, as I found in my own games, it's actually very, very difficult to play this. It's very difficult to play this system that I came up with, because I didn't use any previous knowledge or any systems. I just allowed the engine to feed me moves, like the strongest moves, like give me, you know, depth 60 of every move, and then I just come up with a defense for black. That's how I came up with that one. And while it is ironclad, it's I don't know, I found that it's fairly difficult to play it at somewhat higher level. Whereas the game that I mentioned where Fabi defeated Andrew Tang seems to be a more natural way of developing. Yeah, I mean, at least for a human. Scorpion or Sub-Zero? I'm gonna go with Sub-Zero since your handle here on YouTube is Sub-Zero. But no, I'm lying. Of course, Scorpion. Yeah. Who are we kidding? Is English opening one of the most difficult to play? I don't know, as I don't play it and I don't know how to play against it. I just play the hyper accelerated dragon against the Sicilian, and then whatever white does. In the center, I adapt. But no, I've actually never done any serious work on how to play with or against the English. Don't be sad, Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero also has some great moments. And also, which one are you referring to? As there are two Sub-Zeros, no? They are brothers. It's been a while since I've brushed up on my Mortal Kombat lore. Chris Rain only ever plays the Bone Cloud. Yeah, that is one way to do it. That is one way to do it if you wanna, you know, prove your supremacy to everyone. Yeah, seeing Andrew Tang beating Leela was one of the coolest chess games ever. Yeah, that was but that was that like a bullet or even a hyper bullet game? And Andrew defeated Leela that was rated like 3200 on Lichess at the time. It was, or maybe it was still the training one, but like no, Leela crushed him in a match. I mean, severely. But that one game, yeah, that was incredibly impressive. Yeah, it was hyper. Yeah. In bullet, no, the engine is just too fast. You couldn't do anything. But in hyper, Andrew was faster. Yeah, in hyper, yeah, I believe in 15 seconds in ultra bullet, Andrew would probably just adopt Leela. Ah, it was ultra bullet. Ah, okay, sorry. Yeah, it's because it was ultra bullet. How many videos do I record per day? As much as it's needed. Depending on what the world needs. Ah, nice. There are a lot of people streaming this tournament. Very nice. Yeah. If there's nothing happening, I show maybe some of the older games like I did today. I showed the 2007 game between Magnus and Levon. But if it now we'll have the World Rapid and Blitz Championship, I will not shy away from even showing 5 games per day. Yeah, I stopped. I don't really cover engine games all that much nowadays. Since like if there was a match I was following, or maybe like if they organize a purely Evans Gambit match between two powerful engines, maybe I'd cover something like that. But yeah, generally I will not do that. But yeah, like I said, Yozarov covers engine games fairly often. So for those of you who like engine games, do check out Yozarov's chess channel. He really investigates well and shows very nice ones. My taste in music. I don't really listen to much music these days, but if I had to choose, like I would, the older the better. Like the really older the better. You know, like in chess, classical is best. Any historical match you wished you watched live, like an entire match or just a game? Yeah, I mean, every every single one of them, every single one of them. Yeah, I mean, okay, I mean, let's not now say Fischer versus Tal. I mean, of course, not there isn't a person alive who wouldn't want to see that, but any match is perfectly fine. Imagine if you could go back to Paris and watch a game between Morphy and Anderson. I mean, uh, there are too many. Starta Tigran Petrosian saga. Yeah, we'll get to Tigran. We'll get to the Iron Tiger at some point. But our good friend Steinitz is still waiting. Did I cover the Hans Niemann game that made him a GM where he won with 0 captures? No, pretty sure I haven't. I'm pretty sure the only game on this topic that I've covered is, I think, Gligorich. Maybe it's not Gligorich's Immortal, but it is Gligorich's game where he also wins without capturing a single piece, and his opponent also did not capture a single piece. So it's a captureless Immortal, if you will. And yeah, I have it on the channel. Alireza not crushing it, definitely. Yeah, Minle still just crushing people. Yeah, he loses like a game every 10 games. That man is good. Which country I belong to? I'm Croatian. Eric Rosen made a video on Hans GM game. Okay, I will check out the game. If you say that, yeah, I do. Yeah, I also have the captures immortal. I have the the captureless immortal and the captures immortal. Magnus versus Hikaru bullet match, 200 games. Who will win? Depends whether it's on chess.com or on Lichess. Also depends if it's real bullet 1+0 or 1+1. Depends on a lot. But probably Hikaru has a slight edge, I would say. As bullet is not just about playing good chess. Yeah, especially like real 1+0 bullet. Yeah, this is now cruel. Yeah, also depends what the weather is outside. Alireza got destroyed by Jobava. No, Croatia is not in Russia. Definitely not in Russia. Who do we have here? All right, MSB. Yeah, still the top 10 don't seem to be changing. And okay, we're up to 3,000 people in the event. Very nice. Yeah, some very, very strong people here, but it's a very strong event, so even some very strong grandmasters can't make it into the top, even top 20, top 30. Yeah, but Vladimirovich now also on a killing spree. Yeah, very nice. And a very nice position at that. What is this? Oh, he finds a nice one. Nice, nice. Favorite format, Bullet, Blitz, Rapid, or Classical? By far Classical. By far Classical. But I mean, if strong players are playing, and I will watch anything. Why do I think Petrosyan and Smyslov are underrated world champions? I don't think that at all. Like, no, I don't think anyone thinks that. Why don't I invite Anand for a podcast? I've stopped doing podcasts. Like, but yeah, Anand would be. I think Anand would be the perfect guest for a podcast. It would be extremely enjoyable to have Anand as a guest. And yeah, I bought his book and I've read his book, The Mind Master, as soon as it came out. And it's like if you guys have a chance to read it, you will really learn a lot about Anand and on the World Chess Championship sagas and on the preparation going into that and his personal life. Like it's really a wonderful book, especially if you want to, like I said, know more about Anand. But yeah, at some point I'm very much hoping into doing, maybe I don't want to call them podcasts, but like I would maybe like to have a conversation or two with some people. I guess it's hard to say that without calling it a podcast, but yeah. Anand would be sort of a dream guest, definitely. Did I read the 1 minute checkmate by Hikaru? No, I haven't. But sounds like a book he would write, yeah. Do I have a favorite player right now? I don't know how I would characterize a player being a favorite of mine. Like if he was playing, does it bring me great joy? I don't know. Like if Dubov is playing, then I kind of drop what I'm doing and I check out the game. So maybe you could say Dubov is my favorite. All right, nice one. Starting out. The seesaw effect. This is I'm pretty sure this is some top grandmaster, top 20 grandmaster who's just lazy to fill out his info. This is the first time I've watched your live stream and you are quite funny, my friend. Thank you, Mr. Metal Fingers. Yeah. Why Metal Fingers? How much hours of preparation are done by grandmasters every day? Oof. I don't know. I'm pretty sure the young ones who are, you know, trying to overtake the world, you know, they could be preparing for 10 hours a day. I don't know. My favorite World Chess Championship match in terms of games quality. I do not have a favorite World Chess Championship match in terms of games quality, but I mean, I don't know. Tal Botvinnik is a match I would recommend everyone to check out. The first match, and also the second match, if you want to see how Botvinnik completely changed his playing style and adapted to Tal's you know, happy hunting ground play style. No, it's okay. Nature at its best play says that in my initial video some 5 years ago, 5-6 years ago, I didn't like Anand's play. That's not really the case. I did say that in one video, but that was a sort of a different time because I stopped following anything that was happening in the chess world for like 10 years, and I only came back to following what's been happening maybe in 2013 when Magnus was sort of getting into the picture for real, you know, started, he won the candidates and he started playing for the World Chess Championship again. Pretty much that's where I came back into chess after a long absence. And I didn't mean that I didn't like Anand's games, it's just that I didn't know of any that I liked. But, you know, if you look, I mean, there are such incredible games. His victory against Levon in the, was it the Tata Steel? Or was it, I don't remember if it was Tata Steel or maybe it was called the Chorus back then. But his game against the one with the black pieces where he just, you know, sacrifices everything and wins, it's one of the greatest games of modern chess. So yeah, you can't really say that Anand's games are not interesting. Like if you run into his stuff, or even if you just give him room to, you know, play around, yeah, you're doomed. Will I cover more Nizhmedinov games? Maybe at some point if I'll make like a serious Nizhmedinov saga, but I'm pretty sure I covered all of the important Nizhmedinov games. Like now, if I would be covering Nizhmedinov games, I could like redo all of them, like remaster them in, you know, 4K, 60 frames per second, you know, for better enjoyment. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I've covered all of them. I don't think I know the game Tal versus Youth Chess School. How to improve chess to an 8 years kid books? Sorry, what? I have no idea what to do with that sentence. Sorry. How to improve chess to 8 years kid books? You have someone who is 8 years old and is trying to improve via books? How do you compare Magnus to Bobby Fischer in terms of talent? I don't know. It's way beyond my pay grade to make such a comparison. Like, I'm guessing both of them had an incredible, and Magnus still has, of course, capability of memorizing. Like, they can memorize everything as much as they want, and they have probably the greatest fighting spirit ever in chess history. Would be okay, and Kasparov. But as you've asked me to, you know, comment between Magnus and Fischer. Yeah, greatest fighting spirit. They you know, they'll do everything and anything to win, and their opening knowledge is unrivaled. Like, okay, you might have younger grandmasters today who will outplay Magnus in the opening, maybe if they surprise him, because I really doubted that Magnus is spending like 10 hours a day studying theory. But Yeah, in in his youth, both Magnus and Fischer would be like, yeah, his their fighting spirit and opening prowess. Like I remember I don't remember which book it was, but someone described like Fischer's play. Maybe it was Keres, perhaps it was Keres, but he sort of described it as if you were playing against a room with no doors or windows that and the walls were closing in on you. That's how like that's what it was like to play against Fischer. Doesn't matter how many moves you lasted, 40, 50, 60, it was merely a matter of time before you cracked. And also you could very easily describe Magnus's play in those terms. Does access to digital chess provide an advantage for modern day players that were raised on it, such as Dubov or Alireza? Then there's Kasparov, Kramnik, Anand that got access in their later life. Well, I imagine it definitely helps. Whether it's better, I don't know. Probably will make it better in terms of tournament results. I don't know how better it will make it in terms of understanding. But simply by measuring results of younger players who were raised by engines against older players who started without engines and got access to engines, one has to go with engines, I would say. Yeah, Rahul, I already mentioned briefly, everything I was planning on regarding the race to the candidates and Alireza's tournament. I think it's pointless to comment on what Alireza is doing because Alireza is doing it. FIDE allowed it, and they allowed it specifically for this year. It was not possible last year. It was not possible in the 10 previous years, and you could have a situation where not just Alireza, you could have 20 players doing it because it's possible and it's perfectly reasonable. I mean, to some extent, because okay, you could say I don't know, yeah, but the Chennai Grandmasters they were organized well before they knew that Gukesh would not qualify by other means. But yeah, why wouldn't they just organize it regardless of whether Gukesh qualifies via other means? And then if he qualifies, he just plays an additional tournament, no big deal. And if he doesn't, he gets another chance. Like you could also view it that way. It all depends on what angle you view it, through. But it's silly to nitpick what anyone did. It's FIDE who made it possible. For to this day, I have no idea for what reason. Yeah, the age-old saying: you play a child, you play an endgame, you win. Yeah, it's basically my strategy when I played like 1 or 2 tournaments a year, and I face a younger player who just trashes me in the opening, like absolutely destroys me, and then I have to go into an endgame and play like additional 3 hours in order to prove that I'm better. But yeah, I will pull it off this year, but next year once they get older, it's not gonna be easy. Will I personally visit the candidates tournament and cover it thoroughly? No and yes. No and yes. It is a bit far away, but I will cover it thoroughly, definitely. Akshan Magart says, please cover my game. I sent it via email. Okay, but only if it's a really good game. What opening was used? You saw a video of Levy and Canty playing chili chess. They eat a piece, they have to eat a chili pepper. Does it have a potential like chess boxing? Well, I don't know, that's pushing it a little bit, but if you make it, people will watch it. I think like the Chess Bros made a video on it first. I think Fabi played against Aman Hamilton. Maybe it's not the first, but it's the first Chile chess match that I've seen. And yeah, I mean, people will watch that. I mean, people watch chess. They obviously watch people eating chili for a contest. You know, who can eat the most and most terrible chili peppers in the world. So, you know, obviously people will watch both of those things. Yeah, the Zurich 1953 tournament series, please. Parhas, Pabas Chess speaks well. I actually have the book here. It's staring right at me. But yeah, it's quite an undertaking, and you know, after I finish the Steinitz saga, then I will slowly get into other things. The Zurich 1953 tournament included. I actually covered 2 games, the first 2 games of the book by Bronstein, and yeah, I mean, it's also an incredible book, especially from Bronstein's perspective, as he really gives you an insight into every game, how a grandmaster thinks. And also, he explains it very nicely how even grandmasters don't know how to think properly. Like he says, from like the 20 best grandmasters at the event, maybe 3 of them are able to think at that level. And that they, you know, make a lot of silly mistakes due to that. Drunk chess boxing is the next big thing, lol. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Earlier I had a puppy. Yeah, the puppy's downstairs. The Meadow is always chilling downstairs. I took him for a walk before the stream, and I will take him for another one after we finish the stream. Do I think chess is a sport? Well, if you've ever played let's say a serious tournament game against a strong opponent for 6, let's say 6, maybe 6.5 hours, you would not be asking that question. Was Zurich 1953 a dark tournament? Why, what do you mean a dark tournament? What's the definition of a dark tournament? Okay, Kontrajako and Vladimirovic overtook Min Le for the first time since the tournament started. So Min Le slows down a little bit and Alireza speeds up. Yeah, look at this. 8 minutes. Alireza is on a winning streak, and he has the flame. Alireza has the flame. Very interesting turn of events. Hikaru spoke about playing chess while driving a car. Well, if he has a Tesla like Fabi, then it's no problem. Best chess game is the opening scene of Age of Empires 2. I do not know that opening scene. What is the name, Meadow or Meadow? The second one. It's Meadow. Meadow's a boy. Was 1953 tournament controversial where Soviets wanted Smyslov to win the tournament and to stop Reshevsky? Not to my knowledge, but then again, I'm not an expert on the 1953 Zurich tournament. Right, this is very intense. Alireza down a pawn. Not for long. No, Alireza up a pawn. Yeah, very interesting. But down on time. But it doesn't matter, now he's up. No, sorry. Alireza down 2 pawns. The interface tricked me. What is my full-time job in terms of earning excluding YouTube? You really think I have time outside of YouTube for a job? Yeah, that's a good one. Best chess advice you have ever received? Yeah. It's hard to say. Like for tournament play, when you just start playing, probably that I should sit on my hands. But okay, that's a good advice. I've never really was a hasty player. I'm more more struggled with playing too slow. Yeah, even in a classical game, I always use up all of my time. Yeah, so Alireza lost that one. Do you still photograph even for fun? No, as I've never photographed. I was if you're referring to my previous job, I was a videographer. I videographed weddings for like 10 years. Alireza versus Matias. Yeah, Alireza does have a very much a positive score against him. 142 wins to 34 wins. No increment next time, please. Will you be playing Mr. Haikaishin? And Alireza loses another one. Yeah, he probably wanted to win really quickly to catch up to everyone, but now he lost. Yeah, not the best. Not the best. Alright, let's check out. Yegor Krivoshev doing extremely well versus Kontra Jako. Alright, if you definitely will play, we'll do no increment next time. Yeah, but best chess advice for like beginners, yeah, though, you know, the usual stuff. Watch what's the movie called? With Bruce Pandolfini as the tutor of young Josh Waitzkin. The Searching for Bobby Fischer. Yeah, check out that movie. You will have all the necessary advice for a young player on how to start their adventure. How is Alireza farming going? Yeah, he's not farming anymore. The tournament is over. He stopped at 5.5 out of 6. You've been playing chess every day for the past 9 months without improving. Well, you will not be improving by just playing chess. Yes, you will maybe improve your speed and you will improve flagging if you play shorter time formats, but you will not be improving your chess. How accurate was the movie Pawn Sacrifice? No, I didn't like it at all. And I really read a lot of books on Bobby, and especially since I did the entire saga on Fischer, and I just felt it was completely wrong. I didn't like anything about the movie. As much as I like Tobey Maguire as much as the next guy, but he's not the man to play Fischer. Yeah, no increment is Flagger's bread and butter, but yeah, I mean, it's what people want. Yeah, Yegor Krivoshev wins it very nicely, very nice. All right, we're up to 31-51 players, but that doesn't really change anything about the top 10, and we have 2.5 minutes remaining with a lot of people on 107, 106, 106. And Matthias also has the flame. And if you have the flame, that means that if you win, you get the flame after you win at least 3 games in a row. That means that every consecutive game that you win, you gain an additional point. So having the flame here is the good stuff, definitely. Atul, thank you. Thank you for being a huge fan of the channel. I don't know. Matthias Bluebaum, I think, has the best chances as he does have the flame. It's 2 in a row. Okay, sorry. Obviously, it's been a while since I've had the flame. Yeah, you could also say that being a flagger means that you're just good at defending bad positions. Yeah, like Hikaru will defend anything. Also makes him a very strong flagger. Yeah, Matthias wins this one as well, and his streak continues, and he takes the lead with 110 points. Yegor also on a huge winning streak, but he is down a few points. And Alireza lost his streak, but he started berserking. So it's going to be crazy. But Matthias in the lead now, facing Kotis from Yemen. Very interesting. Your puzzle rating is 24-24. That is very impressive. You are very strong. Can I dunk on a basketball hoop? I could in high school. Yeah, I could in high school, but now I cannot. I wouldn't even try. Oh, Bruno gonna finish around 100. Well, if it will be in the top 100. Oh, White offered a draw here. White doesn't wanna waste time playing this game for some reason. Yeah, White thinks that he's just up too many points and doesn't want to risk a loss. Yeah, very interesting. Oh, it's a reference to Prison Break Season 5, Keniel Audis. Yeah, I watched Prison Break like a long time ago. It's a really bad series, like really bad. I don't know why I watched it. Like, okay, I could swallow the first season, but you know, everything after that kind of too much. Yeah, the top score is really close. Panda speaks wise. A wise panda indeed. Whole house. What about whole house, Ronaldinho? Okay, Akash, I will check the game. It's a deal. I will check the game. Rahul, like I've mentioned, probably in January. Naroditsky really likes Prison Break. Well, he is much younger than me, so we do probably have different taste. All right, very nice. Very nice. MSB loses, so obviously he was... Yeah, he loses, but he still... Is the tournament over? Or are there a couple of games still being played? Yeah, we'll just wait a few seconds, just in case. No, it does say the tournament is complete and everything is as it should be. So yeah, very nicely done. 3,164 players in the MultiversX Christmas Arena, sponsored by MultiversX. So again, big thanks for that. Without them, it would not be possible to organize such an event so quickly. And yeah, first place we have Matthias Blubaum from Germany, 110 points. As you can see, he started very strong. And he played a lot more games than Contraiaco and Mut Pro. I guess they didn't start at the beginning, or maybe they just played slower. So, you know, it's hard to say. Contraiaco, who is that? I know him, he's in every tournament. Oh, Jose Alcantara, yeah. Jose Martinez Alcantara. And Min Le from Vietnam, who was leading the entire event, finishes in third place. CISO effect, I don't know who it is. Probably, I'm guessing a top GM who just made an account. Yegor Krivoshev in fifth. Vladimirovich. That's yeah, I'm pretty sure I knew who that was. Yeah, it is Andreikin, Dmitry Andreikin. In sixth, Alireza finishes in seventh. Yeah, it was fairly close, but he couldn't quite close the gap. Chessmaster 2006 in eighth. That is, okay, we don't know who that is. Zhigalko, or, you know, a veteran of speed play on Lichess in ninth. You know, he's always dangerous. He could easily go into the top three. And Darius Shverch in 10th place. Then you have Skyline Inferno 11, then Grandmaster Sumsar 42, Manir Mendie, then Chessmood, who is this? Chessmood Star International Master, maybe next time. Sarana, you guys said it was Toivok, International Master, then Killer Bishop, Green Knight, International Master, Edis Gurel, and Imran Potato as the 20, and then and so on and so on. Oh, even Prague played, very interesting, but he probably joined late. Yeah, he had a very nice streak, very nice streak, very nice streak, and then he started losing at the end. Yeah, very interesting. Yeah, so it was a really good event. A lot of very strong players who usually join when I have such a big event. And yeah, for next time probably we could try a 1+0. I don't know. I'm guessing the quality of the games will be somewhat reduced, and I don't know what people prefer playing, but yeah, we could try it. I mean, since I myself prefer playing 1+0 a lot more. I would never, like, for fun, I would never play a 1+1 game. Makes no sense to me. But I thought for a serious event with prizes, maybe people would prefer a 1+1. You reach an end game, you actually have time to play an end game. But yeah, very very nice tournament. Big congratulations to the winners, MSB2, Kontrajako, and Mutpro. Was I mean, incredibly difficult tournament to win. It's not like you play one game where you prepare. You play I don't know how many games that is, like 50 games over the course of 2 hours, and you have to be brilliant in all of them to win. So yeah, very, very nicely done. Yeah, both are good, but yeah, probably there's a right answer here. I mean, there's no other way. We'll just have to organize a 1+0 next time and see what what people think. But yeah, once again, really hope you guys enjoyed it, and thanks a lot to the players for joining in. It was a wonderful event. Winners will be contacted via myself regarding the distribution of prizes, as they will be distributed by the MultiversX team. We're probably gonna accomplish that over the course of the next 2 days, maybe even tomorrow, but it's if not tomorrow, then it's Christmas, so who knows, probably over the course of the 3 days. But last time we did a tournament like this, they pretty much did it very very quickly, like under 24 hours. So there should be no problems there, should be dealt with fairly quickly. And yeah, really thanks to the MultiversX team for allowing me to organize such a wonderful event with such a gracious prize fund. Hopefully we'll be able to do something next year as well. And for next year, I was even hoping to create some sort of an event where we could maybe do a one tournament like this every month, and then really a big one at the end of the year. I'm just not sure if I wanted to have prizes every month or have points accumulated that will be prized maybe in a big tournament at the end of the year. So something that I will still discuss with them, of course, but yeah, it is what I'm preparing sort of for next year. But we'll see how it goes. You never know what will happen in the world. If you guys have any suggestions on that, also use #suggestion on any of my videos, or send me an email. If you guys have experience with something like that, or an interesting idea, I would very much enjoy hearing it. But yeah, that's the tournament. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for keeping me entertained, and hopefully I kept you entertained. And yeah, until next time, hopefully I will be able to stream sooner. But until then, yeah, see you soon.